Thank you, Craig Sager. At Chicago Stadium, of course, it is a sellout here. They just dimmed the lights and introduced both teams, and the place was already rocking. Let's have a look at the lineups for tonight. For Chicago and Cleveland, tied at 1 game. Nance, Sanders, Doherty, Harper, and Price for Cleveland. Remember, Elo is injured, will not play tonight, and he's a man that Cleveland looks to defend Jordan a great deal of the time. Grant and Pippen at the forwards. Cartwright at center. They need production out of that position. Hodges at the shooting guard, and Michael Jordan, the point guard for Chicago tonight. And there is the Eastern All-Star coach, Lenny Wilkins, who was involved in the playoffs as a player, as a coach in Seattle, where he won a championship, and of course now has taken this Cleveland franchise a lot farther, a lot faster than most people thought was possible. And Doug Collins has done likewise with Chicago, and Collins is under pressure in Chicago. They won 50 games last year, traded Oakley for Cartwright, wanted to win more than 50, ended up winning 47 regular season games. His team was beset by many injuries, but the Bulls now are tied at 1 and have in effect won the home court advantage in this first round series against Cleveland. You saw our officials, Darryl Garretson, Lee Jones, and Bernie Fryer. Cleveland comes away with the opening tip, and Mark Price will set things up. Remember, Mark Price did not play in the opening game for the Cavaliers because he injured a groin muscle. I talked to him today. It is still sore, and he's bothered by it. Harper to Doherty. Doherty misses from down low. Rebound, Horace Grant. Doherty likewise has not been a big scorer, but this man has Michael Jordan. And the Bulls draw first blood from long range. Larry Nance. It's tied at 2. Larry Nance, not only the great scorer who came, of course, in the trade from Phoenix last year to Cleveland to really fit in the puzzle here, but also a great shot blocker. Greg Hodges, defended by Price, into Cartwright. Let's see how he does in the post. He doesn't score, but he gets something, Walt Frazier, that Doug Collins and the Bulls want, and that is a trip to the free throw line.
Yes, he did. He got excellent position that time on Doherty, but Cartwright, not a physical player, more finesse, as you saw him fade away from the basket, but he drew the foul. So he goes to the line for 2.
With the New York Knicks, Cartwright led the league in efficiency of getting to the free throw line, meaning being fouled and having opportunities. This year, he is not even in the top 20 in the NBA, and of course, that's what the Bulls had hoped to get from Bill Cartwright. So even though he misses the first free throw, Collins and the Bulls will hope to see him at the line a lot tonight. And of course, likewise could be said for Brad Daugherty for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's not seeing the ball a lot either. Only 9 shots per game. It's tough to go to the free throw line.
Well, there are those in Chicago who said Michael Jordan would give him the ball if he scored more aggressively. And of course, it's up to Jordan, who runs his club on the floor. 3-2 Bulls.
You should maybe talk to Jordan about that, eh?
Maybe so. Take him to dinner. Harper on the drive past Jordan, the dish to Doherty for the lay-in.
Yeah, excellent move by Harper. Jordan must play some defense tonight as well. Harper 31 the last game.
Cavs with a 1-point lead. Scottie Pippen's been averaging 20 points a game for Chicago in the playoffs.
Winning it from downtown.
Inside to Cartwright. He's going to spin into the lane and shoot over Doherty, and that's exactly what you're talking about. Cartwright had the opportunity to knife into the lane, but he faded away for the jumper on the baseline.
Beautiful move. Doherty went for it. He faded away, and Doug Collins told us the truth. He's looking to go into Big Bill.
Pippen gets the rebound to Jordan. The fadeaway from Michael Jordan. He has 4. There's Collins and his assistant coach, John Buck.
And Jordan shaking, baking, fading away on that shot. Harper must apply the defense to him.
The Bulls haven't missed yet. They're 3 out of 3 from the floor. Price off the baseline screen. Rebound Grant. Bulls running. It's 4-on-1. Hodges from Jordan. Well, the Bulls off to a 9-4 lead, and Cleveland's Lenny Wilkins knows he needs to get the timeout early. It's a 20-second timeout.
And Wilkins needed that one. That time Price, what happens when you shoot from the corner? You're vulnerable to the fast break. They missed it. Price shooting from the corner. Look at that. 4-on-1. Jordan cruises up, dishes it to Hodges. Easy layup. And the Bulls are on a roll.
9-4 over the Cavaliers with 9:40 to go in the first quarter. So the Bulls got jump out in front here. The Bulls haven't missed yet. Cleveland only 2 out of 5. And on those misses, the Bulls have been rebounding and running. But Lenny Wilkins has seen it all before. Very poised head coach.
Surprisingly, the Bulls have out-rebounded the Cavs.
Here's Nance from Price. Doherty is fouled after he gets the rebound.
Doherty that time, excellent position inside of Cartwright. Goes up and Bill had to foul him. But again, Nance, you would like to see him working underneath. He's going out to the perimeter looking for points. Sort of a very bizarre start for the Cavaliers.
They're going to give that foul to Michael Jordan. It'll be his first. Cartwright also got him, but the first man was Jordan, and Doherty goes to the free throw line.
Doherty off to a slow start. Excellent regular season, has not produced in the first 2 games, so he's looking to get untracked.
Doherty just scored 7.5 points on an average the first 2 games and only had 6.5 rebounds likewise. He finished the regular season with a hip pointer. Doesn't seem to be bothering him now, but Cleveland also with some nagging injuries toward the end of the regular season. Some pressure from the Cavaliers.
Well, if they don't wake up, their injuries will be healed. They'll have plenty of time off to lick them.
Bulls 9-6. Inside to Horace Grant. And this by Cartwright is rebounded, playing tough inside, keeps at it, now Grant gets it. Cartwright with a yeoman's job inside. Grant gets the tip of the basket. It's a different Bill Cartwright in this game thus far. Traveling Ron Harper, Cleveland, Bulls ball.
And the Cavs are looking a little discombobulated. There you see Lenny urging them on. But that time the Bulls overwhelming them on the offensive board. And then Harper called for a travel.
Greg Hodges running things now as Michael Jordan is down on the baseline. You can look for some screens and movement from Jordan in just a moment. Trying to break Hodges loose. Jordan got open, but there came Hodges. Grant misses the rebound jam.
And Grant will be called for over the back. Spectacular attempt at the dunk, but he ran over Larry Lance in the process.
Michael Jordan worked very hard to get open in the paint. Craig Hodges knifed right into the lane, and Jordan and Hodges ended up in the same spot. Bulls don't get the hoop. They lead 11-6. Doherty misses.
Way off.
Jordan left alone. Grant misses the rebound this time. It's Larry Nance to Mark Price.
The mismatch that time. Hodges on Harper. Cavs smartly saw it. Easy basket.
Ron Harper with his first basket. It's 11-8. Bulls by 3. Jordan for 3. A three-pointer from Michael Jordan, who already has 9 points. Check it, make it 7 points. Pippen to Hodges. The one touch to Grant to Hodges. Well, they love that in Chicago. 16-8, the Bulls doubling the score of the Cavs with 7:36 to go first quarter. Doherty against Cartwright. Jordan came in to help, gets the basket.
Take your pick, Cartwright or Jordan. The Bulls are hoping Cartwright. Jordan has one.
It is Cartwright.
Right, you see Doherty here looking to go inside, gets a step on Cartwright. There's the push. And in the NBA, it only goes the continuation. And Doherty off to an auspicious start.
This is the free throw. Doherty has 6 points to lead Cleveland scorers 16-10. Bulls, 7:17 to go first quarter.
The Bulls not looking to slow it down tonight. They are running and gunning.
Harper defending Jordan. 7 on the shot clock. Cartwright inside. It's blocked by Sanders. Pippen stayed with it and got the rebound for Chicago, but Chicago is pounding it inside.
Indeed they are. Cartwright had a good shot, rejected, but the middle is open. And the Cavs are struggling from the perimeter.
Now Doherty hooks around Cartwright. He'll be called for the foul. No. Check it. They're calling Cartwright for getting his knee out. So it'll be Cartwright's second personal foul. The Bulls get a timeout with 6:46 to go in the first quarter, leading it by 8.
Fans of the Bulls score 120 points or more and win tonight's game, and Popeyes will make.
Well, we've been talking about getting Bill Cartwright involved more inside. Here's Cartwright working against Doherty, and we asked Doug Collins before the game about how he would go about working Cartwright into the low post game.
Well, I think that we'd like to get the ball inside more. I don't think we're going to go away from the things that have worked for us in the first couple games, but I do believe that Bill's got to catch the ball inside a little bit more and keep Doherty a little more honest inside, make him work defensively so that it will continue to maybe get him in foul trouble or to keep him occupied so he can't concentrate on getting himself going offensively.
Interestingly enough, Walt Frazier, it's Doherty with 6 points and Cartwright with 2 fouls.
Yep, and that can spell trouble for the Bulls. One more and he goes to the bench. But thus far, Cartwright and Doherty both very aggressive, looking to put points on the board.
Well, Doherty leads Cleveland in scoring. Jordan has 7 for Chicago, 2 baskets and a 3-pointer.
And as we speak, Cartwright is on the bench.
Corzine's in. Exactly. Cartwright with the 2 personals. Corzine spreads out that center position. He plays more perimeter than he does post, particularly offensively. Here's Nance from the corner again, missing again from out there. Pippen keeps it alive, has Grant. And the Bulls, who had slowed Cleveland down into a half-court game when they were playing in Richfield, now out and running thanks to the defensive rebounding.
Look at the congestion underneath the Cavs basket, not being able to hit the perimeter shot. The Bulls are dropping in.
8 on the shot clock. 7 on the shot clock. Nance inside. He won't miss that.
Yeah, a strong move by Larry getting inside.
Bulls lead it 20-12. 5:53 to go, first quarter. Corzine with the pick and the roll, but he gets it to Grant for the uncontested jump shot from 17.
And Grant has been a monster in the playoffs, dominating, rebounding, and now scoring as well.
(22-12). Bulls by 10. Here's Mike Sanders spinning and moving and getting the roll.
Shooter's touch by Sanders, but again, the Cavs struggling.
And the Bulls turnover. That ball will belong to Cleveland.
Poor pass by Jordan on the lead pass. Sometimes his skills are not suited for the point guard. He's leading in turnovers with 13 in the 2 games. That time a poor choice in trying to make that pass.
Harper down to Doherty against Corzine. Turnaround jumper doesn't go. And once again, it was Horace Grant who was shaken up on that play, who kept it alive. Jordan is fouled. Grant is back at the other end of the court. He was hit and looks to be okay. Doug Collins asking him if he's okay, and he says yes.
Jordan on the move. Guys trying to defend him were called.
Checking in for the Cavs, number 18, John.
See what happens here on the replay. Grant took an elbow from Sanders.
Harper picked up the personal foul, by the way, against Jordan. John Williams has checked in for Cleveland. He's really the other 5th man. They bring Sanders in early in the ball game, and then you'll see Williams most of the way the rest of the way. Jordan missing the jumper, and Doherty gets the loose ball to Price. Almost stolen by Jordan. 3-point attempt by Mark Price falls short. Pippen with another rebound.
Price way out of control.
Hodges for 3.
Hodges
Chicago
under control, cans that 3. And the Cavs are out of sync. Things are not coming very smoothly for them. Everything seems to be a struggle.
Harper was left alone as he had beaten Jordan on the baseline, but missed about a 10-footer.
And the Cavs are rushing their shots.
The Bulls lead it by 11 with 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Grant sits down to get a rest, and the 7-footer from Ohio State, Brad Sellers, comes in.
Valentine checks in for the Cavs in the backcourt.
Here's Jordan from the perimeter, and the Bulls are on fire. So Larry Nance Nance has gone to the locker room. We'll get a report on his condition. Mark Price getting a rest, and the Bulls are way out in front with 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Michael Jordan has 9, Hodges 5, Grant 6, and the Bulls lead it by 13. And this is just a continuation of our coverage of the NBA playoffs. The LA Lakers in Portland. That game will be coming up next here on the Superstation right after the telecast from Chicago Stadium.
And the Bulls giving Cleveland Cavalier treatment early on.
Williams over Sellers.
Their shots are not close. Jordan looking for more.
The dish into the 7-footer Sellers from Michael Jordan.
Jordan willing and dealing, that time finding Sellers, who's been in the doghouse for that basket.
Nance went into the locker room just before the timeout. We understand it was just to replace a contact lens. He is back, will be in the game momentarily.
I think all the Cavs need to go and adjust their contact lenses. Watch Jordan on the dish, finding Sellers.
And for Chicago,
He
John
scores.
Paxson checks in.
John Paxson enters the ball game for Craig Hodges for the Bulls. Paxson from Notre Dame, brother of Jim, of course. And so the Bulls have Corzine, Sellers, Pippen, Jordan, and Paxson on the floor right now as Nance has checked back in. You see the backcourt from Chicago, the 14 points, 9 from Jordan and 5 from Hodges. Nance, it was tipped by Jordan.
Yeah.
Nance misses the follow. Pippen with another rebound.
That's where Mark Jordan can devastate you on defense, coming over to help out, and that time blocking Nance's shot.
Pippen has 5 rebounds early in this ball game. He's having a heck of a playoff series. He was averaging 20 points a game in the first 2.
Everything is working for the Bulls. The inside is open and the outside.
And now Sellers from the perimeter, as Doug Collins calls him a small forward and a 7-foot body.
It was Sellers' idea to paint their sneakers black to get more intensity. It's paying off tonight.
A lot of the fans have on black shoes here. Another turnover. Bulls leading 31-14 in possession of the ball with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Who would have thunk it?
Jordan, 2-man game.
Inside to Doherty, kicks it to Corzine from the perimeter, and it'll fall. The Bulls are on fire.
2 minutes left in the quarter.
2 minutes left in the quarter. Valentine misses from the perimeter. We're going to get a loose ball foul against Chicago's Scottie Pippen, as you saw Nance get bumped away from the ball.
Watch Jordan again, penetrating 2-man game. He gets a step on Harper off the pick by Corzine. He will dish it to Corzine. And count it. The Bulls are sizzling from the perimeter.
Now Sam Vinson and Paxson are in the backcourt for Chicago with Corzine, Sellers up front, along with Sellers, Corzine, and Horace Grant. Jordan, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists already.
Let's play the game.
Mark Price.
Cavs just must get on track from the perimeter, get something going, settle down. And that's Mark's Price job, is to settle the team down. He's the catalyst. He has to make it happen. He also has to get some penetration and start to create some easy hoop for the big people.
Harper will take a rest, and Price checks back into the game now. Let's see what happens. The Bulls with their bench on the floor primarily. Paxson draws the trap. Corzine to Sellers. John Williams gets it to Price. Cleveland wants to run. Chicago back quickly. Valentine kicks it out to Williams. Darnell Valentine made that happen with his baseline penetration. Valentine will have to get a lot of playing time tonight because Craig Elo, normally the first substitute in the guard rotation, is injured, will not play in tonight's game because of a sprained ankle that happened in practice yesterday.
And the Cavs must get back into it with defense. Cannot trade baskets.
Corzine's a good shooter from the perimeter, misses this time, and Valentine will run it.
And you can feel momentum now swinging to the Cavs.
We're going to call Corzine for the block.
Good call by the officials, not allowing Valentine to room. And you can see there Craig Elo wishing that he were in the game. Unfortunate that he sprained his ankle, but I was wondering why they were practicing with such intensity that a player could get injured at this stage of the game.
58 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bulls 33, Cavs 18. Thought he might have been Walt Frazier there for a moment with the well-dressed GQ look over there on the side.
Looking sharp.
He must work with it. I was going to wear a tuxedo to work with you tonight. Walt, you're so well known for your sartorial splendor. And once again, you have not disappointed.
Thank you. Cavs in the press and the trap. Sort of turned things around for them, has given them some momentum.
Bulls lead it by 13 with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jordan has 9, Hodges 7, Grant 6 to lead Chicago scores. They've had 6 points from the bench already. Sam Vincent pulls up to the baseline, shoots an air ball. Now we've got a loose ball foul against
John Williams on Farzine.
First personal on John Williams.
Poor shot by Vincent, out of control. Wilkins going on, but a good call by the official.
Sam Vincent was a starting point guard for this team, the Chicago Bulls, earlier in the year, and he's really played himself out of the rotation.
Very enigmatic player, has a lot of talent, quickness, can shoot the ball. Has not found his niche here or in Boston when they released him.
30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Vincent on the penetration, gets it out to Corzine. Shot clock down to 9 now. Vincent all the way across the court from Corzine, hits the 15-footer.
Chicago precision passing, finding that open man.
15-point lead for the Bulls early in this game. Price off the baseline screen, double clutches in the air. Price has not scored in this ball game. Feed inside to Grant. To Vincent at the buzzer, can't get the basket, but the Bulls lead it by 15 after the first period.
Celebrate
Explodes to a 15-point first quarter lead. Bob Neal and Walt Frazier with you from Chicago Stadium. Here are the Minute Maid's Orange Drink stats at the end of the first quarter, and look at the rebounding for Chicago, 18-6.
Look at the Cavs field goal percentage, atrocious, 33%.
So the Cavs are missing and the Bulls are rebounding it, which pretty well tells you about the 15-point lead here at Chicago Stadium. It is a celebrity-filled crowd tonight. Sweetness, Walter Payton, a gentleman I know you're familiar with.
Yeah, one of the best that ever did it in the backfield in the NFL. Also a very nice man, influential in helping the kids.
Well, that says something about Cleveland. They know it's difficult to win on the road for that club in the playoffs. And now they're tied with Chicago in this playoff series, 1 game apiece, and down 15 after 1 quarter at Chicago Stadium. Paxson to Sellers to Vincent. Corzine and Grant round out the Chicago 5 on the floor.
Rollins got a piece of that shot. He's in to probably add some defense for the Cavs. Tree not known for his shooting.
Tree, Rollins, and Williams and Nance up front with Price and Valentine in the backcourt. Horace Grant with the rebound.
Price continues to struggle, and the Bulls continue to run.
Long range Paxson misses. Williams rebound. Here comes Valentine. It's 1-on-4. Now Nance isolated against Corzine, draws the double team. Price is the man left open for 3. Missing badly. Price could not hit jump shots from 15 feet out at the Cleveland practice this morning, and is 0 for 4 in this ball game, has not scored. Playing with that injured groin. He told me after the Cleveland practice that he was in pain. Sellers from the corner for Chicago. Michael Jordan is resting. Sellers has 6. As I say, Michael's resting. He's up and ready to re-enter the game along with Bill Cartwright momentarily.
Dougie looking to pour it on.
Valentine lost control of the ball, traveled, another Cleveland turnover.
And I'm wondering why Price was the 2 guard, Valentine the 1 guard. Price is the man that usually ignites the offense. So now Valentine leaves, Harper comes in, Price will take control.
Cleveland missed 10 out of the last 12, and the Bulls have been controlling the rebounds, and thus you have the 17-point Chicago lead.
Counting, Jordan goes baseline, rejected by Tree.
And Tree came away with the ball also. Price down to Harper, had Nance open momentarily inside, but Cartwright got back.
You want to see Nance in the paint area.
Grant with another rebound. That's number 7. Vincent to Jordan. Tried to jam it over Nance. Players said, we don't know if we can stop Jordan, but we are certainly going to try to control his jamming on us because it ignites this crowd and the team so much.
Larry said, no, Michael, not in my face. Jordan shakes, bakes, goes in for the stuff. Nance is called for the foul. Their defense is late getting back. That time another 3-on-2 break by the Bulls. Jordan shows he's human. He misses a free throw.
6 assists to go with his 9 points in this ball game. Jordan rested the closing moments of the first period and the opening minute of the second period, and the Bulls lead it by 18. Jordan's in double figures with 10.
And the Cavs are running the half-court game, which is not their forte, would rather push it up, but the Bulls defense not allowing that to happen.
As you can see, 9 on the shot clock. Mark Price to Harper. Down to Williams, who found himself left alone as Cartwright had dropped back in the paint.
Credit Tree Rollins keeping it alive, but they can't.
And Cartwright fouls Rollins. He will go to the free throw line. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Walt and I will select the Miller Lite player of the game.
And Tree making his presence felt, keeping that ball alive, going to the line after he was fouled by Cartwright. And any points that Rollins gives to the Cavs is a plus.
Rollins signed as a free agent in August. Of course, he spent his career with the Atlanta Hawks out of Clemson University.
Excellent choice of picking Rollins up for the Cavs. Gives him experience and depth at the center position.
Vincent at the point got it to Jordan, who just lost control.
Oh, offensive.
Offensive foul on Harper as Vincent had got back to defend him, and that's 2 personal fouls on Ron Harper.
And things continue to go wrong for the Cavs. Harper on a break, too flagrant with the push-off. Excellent call by the official. Watch the push-off right there.
38-21 Chicago. 8:59 to go in the second quarter. Cartwright in the paint, blocked by Williams, but he was fouled first. Rollins picks up the personal, his first.
Cartwright now with the success of the Bulls from the perimeter, having no problem inside.
So the Bulls make some more changes. We have Hodges and Jordan into the ball game, along with Cartwright and Pippen.
And Cleveland has their formidable front line of Williams, Rollins, and Nance. Tremendous shot blockers, and they will need it the way the Bulls are going now.
Cartwright with that unorthodox free throw shooting style. It is here from San Francisco University, picked up in the trade from New York. Very controversial trade as this season wound down in the NBA this year, sending Charles Oakley, who averaged 13 rebounds a game and about 12.5 points for Chicago last year. Cartwright came in here to give him scoring, averaged the same points, 12.5, as did Oakley, but only rebounded to the tune of 6.5. So the trade didn't work out in the regular season.
Rollins!
From the perimeter.
Yeah.
I saw him do that once before, and I think it was about 1978. Rollins hit a perimeter shot. 17-point Bulls lead.
Teresa, no one else wants to do it. I will.
Horace Grant over Williams. Missed it by a mile, and here comes Ron Harper. The lob to Williams, who had beaten the field. Jump ball.
There you saw the quick hands of Michael Jordan recovering, getting a hand on the ball, causing the jump ball. Omnipresent Michael Jordan.
This will be an interesting jump ball. Williams at 6'11". Oh, they're going to jump Horace Grant instead of Jordan.
It's supposed to be Jordan.
That's exactly right, but it's... Let's see if... Now they're going to say Hodges. Williams almost got it stolen by Grant and knocked out of bounds off the hand of Mark Price.
Smart move by Grant, anticipating the tap, stole it. And the Bulls can do no wrong.
Sanders, Williams, Tree Rollins, Harper, and Price on the floor for Cleveland. Trailing by 17 in case you just dialed in. Jordan lost it out of bounds.
Excellent position that time Jordan had. But Harper causing the turnover.
Jordan with 3 turnovers. All of Chicago's turnovers, as a matter of fact. He got in the passing lane there and screened Harper from the Price pass, and it'll be Chicago ball, and that's 7 Cleveland turnovers.
Again, Jordan savvy and anticipating the pass, causing another turnover. So Jordan looking to score this time, coming off the pick on the low post.
Down to Cartwright against Rollins. Spun right inside him, but got help from Harper, who rejected the shot, and now the Cavs run it. Harper gets it back for his efforts. Offensive foul, Harper, and that's 3 personals on Ron Harper.
That call was questionable. Harper on the move. And he will go to the bench with his 3rd foul.
Now Nance comes back in, and Cleveland has basically 4 big guys and 1 guard in there. It's Price with Williams, Nance, Tree Rollins, and Mike Sanders, who's normally the small forward.
And only 1 good perimeter shooter in Price. So giving up a lot of quickness as well.
Hodges kicks it out to Cartwright, who couldn't control it. Threw it into the hands of Tree Rollins. Cleveland hasn't been scoring, but neither has Chicago in the past couple of minutes. The score remains 40-23 Bulls. Jordan anticipated the pass from Nance and stole it from Sanders. Pippen, I thought he was going to try a 3-pointer. He's been red hot from 3-point land in the playoffs. Cartwright with the perimeter shot. I can't ever believe it's going to fall. Bulls with a long rebound. Jordan has his shot blocked. There's that intimidating forward line of the Cleveland defense, and that was Hodges who broke it up. Oh, we've gone sloppy.
We have a lot of razzle-dazzle, but no points on the board. Timeout.
6:16 to go in the second quarter. Bulls lead it 40-23.
My children depend on me. I depend on Alka-Seltzer.
About that today, a lot of people were saying Dale Ellis might not play for Seattle, and you, being the All-Star and Hall of Famer you are, said he'll play. And in
Right,
fact, he
it
is.
never stopped Jerry West. Jordan, one way to stop him, I think, is forcing him left. This time Sanders does. Watch Nance with the reject. If that were going to the right, you know what that would have been. The Cavs still can't get on track. Now only 1 legitimate ball handling the game in Price.
Saw that shooting in this quarter. Sanders missing again, and now Cleveland's 1 of 8. Chicago's only 2 of 8 in this quarter. Grant inside against Rollins, and he blocks it out of bounds.
Chicago ball, Brad Daugherty.
Now Brad Daugherty checks back in for Cleveland. Daugherty came in playing very well, scored 6 points in about the first 4 minutes of the first quarter, has been silent since.
Many people have been silent since. Everybody seems right now in an offensive stupor. No one can buy a basket, especially the Cavaliers.
How about this? Cleveland has blocked 9 shots already in this ballgame. Bulls have blocked 2.
There you see a very pensive Cavalier bench.
15 seconds on the
There's
shot
Ron
clock.
Harper on the bench with 3 personal fouls. And remember, Craig Elo is not even dressed out tonight because he sprained an ankle at practice yesterday.
Lenny trying to rally his troops.
Official just reset the shot clock to the appropriate amount of time for the Bulls, and that was 15 seconds. Pippen for 3. He had 4 in a game the other night. And he doesn't have much of a perimeter shot. Here's Hodges for 3. He doesn't miss it. The Bulls by 20.
And Grant continues to dominate the offensive boards.
Cartwright sagging back into the paint against Doherty. And Price has still to score a field goal in this ball game. He is 0 for 5. Jordan penetrates, gets it to Cartwright. Cartwright misses the layup.
Maybe that's why Jordan doesn't give him shots.
That's what Michael says.
Can't make a layup. A nice dish by Jordan. Missed by Cartwright.
Doherty on the power move to the hoop. He misses the layup too. Now Pippen running, has Jordan left. The finger roll from Jordan. The crowd disappointed that he didn't jam it. The Bulls, believe this or not, folks, lead it by 22. Jordan has 12.
Las Vegas, site of the greatest wrestling event in history.
Jordan leads everybody. I expected Walt Frazier to be in there. You averaged over 20, didn't you?
I was. I contributed to Jerry West's 29-point average. You kidding?
They didn't give you the assist on that, did they? Nance gets the lay-in for Cleveland. And it's a 20-point Bulls lead.
West was the best in playoff time. Mr. Clutch.
Michael Jordan draws the double team, finds the open man, Pippen, down to Cartwright over Doherty. Way out of his range. Rebound Nance.
Cavs get an inside opportunity. Baby sky hook by Doherty.
Doherty's first point since early in the first quarter, and we have 3:57 to go in the half. Doherty does have 8.
And the Cavs are showing life now. Jordan.
Price takes the shoe from Hodges, who's playing with only one of his black shoes. Shot clock gets down to 5 seconds, and Darnell Valentine pushes Jordan's out of bounds and draws the foul with only 4 on the shot clock.
Valentine roughing Jordan up, hit him a body block. You see Hodges with one shoe. Now he puts on the other shoe. The Cavs still struggling, but that time showed life. At least getting the ball inside for some easy baskets.
I think at the timeout last time, the Cavs said, I know, it's these black shoes. Next time out, go for one of those shoes. And Price did that. It's 45-27 Chicago with 3:38 to go in the first half. Bob Neal along with Walt Frazier. And there's the 3-point field goals this series. You see Chicago has just been filling it up. Hodges an excellent shooter, but the man who's really been doing it, believe it or not, is Scottie Pippen, who broke a Bulls playoff records in each game played. In the first game, he broke the Bulls record for most 3-point field goals, made he hit 4 in that game.
Yep.
And he doesn't really have a jump shot. It's a He collects himself. Cartwright sits down and Corzine comes in for Chicago.
Two fine young players, Grant and Pippen, for the Bulls. Grant really coming into his own.
They were drafted in the first round of the draft a couple of years ago by Chicago, and they're both producing, both starting. Jordan off the glass, doesn't go down. Corzine with a rebound, and he's fouled. No, they're going to call a jump ball. Sanders had his hand on the ball, but he reached over Corzine's back, and Dave couldn't believe it. They'll jump it.
Prime example of Corzine not being a physical center. Sanders reaching in to tie him up when he had inside position.
There's the Wendy's scoreboard. You see Houston with the lead. They're trailing Seattle in that series 2-0, but at Houston now.
Chicago precision passing travel that time by Pippen. He does make quite a few turnovers, but has improved his ball handling ability.
6 Chicago turnovers now. Doug Collins looking at a 18-point Chicago lead with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
See, when your center is out 25 feet from the basket, man, something is wrong.
You got Sanders down low. He's being defensed by Pippen. That's not working.
And Doherty should be there.
Price pulls up and finally gets one. Price is 1 for 6 in this ball game. That's his first basket with 2:44 to go in the half. Playing on that sore groin.
Jordan taking it easy on the Cavs, not looking to score.
Pippen for 3. Doesn't get it this time. You saw he shoots a set shot when he's left alone out there. Valentine has it pushed away from him by Pippen. 19 on the shot clock for Cleveland.
And some of the Cavs are huffing and puffing. Seems like fatigue is set in early for them. Wilkins wants play number 3. Let's see what that is. It's a pass to Nance. He's wide open for the stuff.
Pretty simple play. Get it to Larry for the jam.
Yep.
The first NBA slam dunk champion, Larry Nance. Jordan didn't win it this year, but that's because he didn't compete. Doherty saves it to Price. And Cleveland definitely making a run, trailing by 14. They had been down by 22. The Bulls have gone ice cold offensively. Nance inside. Foul on Grant. Along with Walt Frazier, Bob Neal with you from Chicago Stadium with 2 minutes to go in the first half. First round Eastern Conference playoff. Cleveland and Chicago are tied at 1 game each. Chicago blew out to a 22-point lead, but has been unable to get the ball in the hole the last few minutes, and Cleveland is edging its way back into the game.
And Nance is the guy getting them back, getting excellent position that time in the paint to draw the foul. Previously, nice, easy stuff shot on the out-of-bounds play. So the Bulls a little tentative, lackadaisical on the defense, allowing the Cavs to get back into this game.
Jordan had 9 first-quarter points and rested the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Rested the first minute of this one, but since then has only scored 3 points, and Nance is now coming alive. He has 11.
Which surprised me. Jordan guarding him most of the time, did not look to take him to the hoop.
There's the Cleveland pressure. Bulls weren't really ready for it. 5 seconds on that 10-second clock gone when they get it down to Jordan.
Jordan has a mismatch with Williams. See Valentine on Jordan. Look for him to post him low. A better post than that, though, Michael.
There you have. The reverse doesn't fall. The loose ball is out of bounds. It belongs to Cleveland.
So that time Jordan didn't really go through the motion of getting better position, so the Cavs were able to help out.
And Cleveland on a run here. They had trailed by 22, can cut the lead to 10.
And the natives are restless.
Cleveland scored the last 6 points. Shot clock to 10. Valentine, I thought traveled, gets it to Williams. Sellers with the big rebound. Stripped away by Valentine. Sellers was asleep. Nance with a jam again. 8 straight Cleveland points, and it's a 10-point Bulls lead. And Cleveland is definitely right back in this game. Timeout, Chicago.
For Red Hot Lovers presents the 100-point defense contest. Here's the contest for every fan.
There's this dude from the west side they call the Wizard, who is amazing. Plays the middle at 6'4".
Time with the steal to allow the last basket. Quick hands and coming up with the ball.
Brad Sellers had the rebound, went to sleep, didn't see the veteran Valentine, who stripped it away and got it to Nance. Nance has scored 8 in the quarter, had 6 in the first quarter. Jordan only 3 points here in the second quarter, had 9 in the first.
Again, Valentine on Jordan. Bulls not looking to take advantage.
Corzine over Doherty from way out. They get the foul, however, and it'll be on Doherty.
Not a good foul by Doherty. Corzine out of his range, fading away from the basket. No reason to make that foul.
With the clock running down, and that's 2 on Doherty and Corzine to the free throw line. 54 seconds to go in the first half. Bulls lead it by 10.
Dave Corzine, 11-year veteran, adds stability to the Bulls' backcourt. But his forte is shooting, not blocking shots. The Bulls are actually not an intimidating team in the paint.
Since the addition of Cartwright, Corzine's rebounds this year, there's Charles Davis, who just checks in for this final minute for Chicago, are down 200. He has 200 less rebounds in 1988-89 than he did 87-88.
Because of Cartwright?
Because of less playing time.
Yeah.
And because he hasn't been doing as good a job, I guess, if that's what you're looking for.
Well, 11 years, I mean, his best years are behind him.
Bulls by 11. Valentine pulls up in the paint.
Yeah, sweet move.
Valentine has a lot of playing time here tonight because of the injury to Elo, and he's answered the bell. 12-second difference in that shot and game clock. Corzine from the perimeter.
Yeah, that's Corzine's thing right there. Perimeter shooting. As you alluded to, Valentine giving him a spurt right now. At least getting penetration into the paint area.
Inside to Tree Rollins. Nice pass from Valentine. Darnell Valentine. Tipped in by Jordan.
Jordan must be boxed out at all times. No one did it that time. He tipped it in.
That would count at the buzzer. The Bulls had a lead of 22. It was cut in half, and at the half, lead it by 11 in Chicago. Thank you, Craig Sager. And as you see, Houston winning at home, Chicago doing likewise here. Walt's percentage had fallen to 42% in the first quarter. The Bulls shot 55, only 28 in the second quarter. And the rebounding edge starts narrowing up a little bit, too, when Chicago started missing from perimeter and Cleveland got that running game going.
Indeed it did, and Larry Nance was the impetus for the Cavs. He got them back into the game, igniting them. Darnell Valentine was the floor general, getting some penetration, dishing off to Nance as well.
Well, Cleveland went on a 16-5 run over Chicago in the final 4:46 of that quarter. Nance had 8 points in it, but Mark Price, as we said, just couldn't get it going. Mark Price has a groin injury, and you watch here, the great jump shooter that he is, he was shooting like this during the entire first half. Prior to the game, we asked Mark just how the groin pull affects his overall game.
I think mentally more than anywhere else.
Only 2 points in the ball game, and since he got the concussion when his head ran into the elbow of Rick Mahorn against Detroit, the Cleveland Cavaliers went 15-14. I wouldn't say that's the entire reason they went 15-14, but his play, as you well know, as the great guard you were, Walt Frazier, really affects the overall.
Well, one thing Mark must do is move in some. When your shots are hitting in front of the rim, you got to go in closer. And he has not done that. He's getting further away from the basket. And he must realize if I can't score, I must do something else. Let me penetrate and dish off to other people so they can score.
I suppose it'd been cheating if you'd have told him that at halftime.
I think Wilkins did.
I'm sure. Jordan in the lane, has it blocked. That's the 10th Cleveland block of this game. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. Cartwright had no idea. Horace Grant was yelling and screaming for Cartwright to put it up as the shot clock ran down because it never touched the rim. And another turnover. They're the scoring leaders in the first half. Nance got 8 of those 14 in the second quarter. Jordan very quiet, 9 in the first quarter. And ended up with only 5 in the second quarter.
Already trying to go to work down low on Cartwright.
Grant almost blocked that one from behind, but Doherty opens as he did the game, was scoring early. Doherty had 6 points early, had only 2 in the second quarter, now 10 for the contest.
It's a new ball game. Cavs are back in it, and they seem fired up.
Chicago by 9.
Pippen has been dreadful from the perimeter. He should look to go in as well.
Cleveland foul. One thing is that Lenny Wilkins is an excellent game coach, so his halftime adjustments all season long have been really excellent. So you can be sure that if the players execute what he told them, they'll play the Bulls tighter defensively. Pippen for 3.
Brick from downtown.
Cartwright with the rebound, and he was fouled in the paint.
Price called for the foul, reaching in. Not a good move by Doherty. Cartwright coming over his back.
That's his first, team second.
That's Price's first foul. Harper, by the way, for Cleveland had also the Cleveland guards, starting guards, had a total of 4 points. 2 for Price, 2 for Harper, and Harper has 3 personals on him and set out most of the second quarter. Cleveland with their starters in there. It's Sanders, Doherty, Harper, Price, and Nance. And Chicago likewise, Jordan and Hodges in the backcourt, Pippen, Cartwright, and Horace Grant up front.
Cartwright hearing some boos from the crowd.
You can see that he's just really having a nightmare. 1 out of 9 from the field, and he's even struggling from the free throw line. Missed them both. That ball will belong to Chicago, off Mike Sanders.
Good hustle by Sanders, but could not come up with the loose ball.
Chicago by 9. They had led it by 22 and looked to be cruising here at home. Then Cleveland battled their way back into the ball game. Cleveland with 10 blocked shots. Michael Jordan has gone silent. Shot a near clear air ball. Price went down hard and got up gimpy, but seems to be okay. Sanders travels, Chicago ball. Mark Price is limping after falling on the baseline.
Sanders looking a little befuddled, looking for someone to pass to, and forgot to stop his dribble.
Remember, for Cleveland, Craig Elo is out with an ankle sprain that he injured yesterday in practice, so the guard corps already depleted. Mark Price playing injured. We'll probably see Darnell Valentine shortly. Jordan into the lane with the three-point opportunity. Only Michael Jordan can spark the crowd like that. Collins on his feet on the sideline, and of course the Bulls will hope that'll get things rolling again.
That's the move. Jordan in the paint. Timeout. Foul by Nance. He throws it up. It goes. And Nance says, I don't believe it.
10:17 to go in the third quarter. Bulls lead back up to 11. Jordan goes to the line when we return.
If I was to get in a fight with my dad or, my brothers, and I just go out and get stoned.
Where would kids get crack?
Chicago Stadium. Coming up next, the Lakers and Portland. The Lakers lead that series 2-0, and they are at Portland hoping to get a sweep and move ahead. Houston is leading Seattle. Seattle has the 2-0 lead, but Houston's leading in that game going on right now. We've been updating. We'll continue to do that. Golden State shocked the world, swept through Utah, and Phoenix swept through Denver. Denver injury-ridden, so that Golden State-Phoenix thing is said, and that is going to be an exciting series, Phoenix-Golden State.
Yep, a shootout in the West.
So Jordan converts the three-point play, and the Bulls are up by 12. Mark Price to Ron Harper. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Cavaliers. Doherty over Cartwright.
Brad Doherty.
That's the Doherty that we know, smooth shooter on the baseline that time. Excellent move against Cartwright.
This is Doherty's best outing of the playoffs so far. He has only averaged 7.5 points a game. He has 12 in this one. Cartwright, 3 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter, a total of 5.
And the Bulls controlling the tempo, half-court action now, slowing down the pace.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan puts it in the air and in the basket.
And when you can hit the perimeter shot and slow the clock, it's devastating for the opponent.
Sanders tried to get it to Nance, intercepted by Horace Grant, and here comes Jordan. Jordan with 7 consecutive points, and Chicago out by 14.
Well, Jordan's a time bomb. He can go off at any time, and he's starting to do that now.
21 points in the game for Michael Jordan. Just as we were saying, he had only 14 at the half. 7 on the shot clock for Cleveland. Price tries to drive, can't get past Pippen. Now to Harper with 2 on the shot clock. Rebound Pippen. Hodges spots up for 3. Loose ball foul. It's going to go against Brad Doherty in Cleveland for pushing Cartwright.
See the call, Brad Doherty for pushing. Here you see Jordan going to the basket, uncontested. Just wheeling and dealing and lays it in. And he has exploded, igniting the Bulls' offense.
Sanders goes to the bench. John Williams into the ballgame. 57-43 Chicago. 8:34 to go, third quarter. Cleveland had drawn to within 9.
Michael Cox shot.
Yeah. 9 consecutive points. Time bomb, Walt Frazier. You've got him correctly identified.
And the Cavs are struggling again. Everything inside.
Jordan stripped it from Doherty, came around from behind, but had to foul to do it. 2 personals on Michael.
Jordan, one of the few players that can control the game on both ends, starting to do it on the defensive end as well.
Our Wendy's NBA scoreboard, Houston leading by 11. John Williams gets it to Doherty. Doherty misses the basket. Pippen fouls him, but does nullify the basket attempt, and Doherty will go to the free throw line.
Precision passing that time from the Cavs. Pippen called for the foul.
Along with Walt Frazier, this is Bob Neal at Chicago Stadium. 59-43, Chicago leading the series tied at 1 game apiece. Coming up next on the Superstation, we'll be going to Portland for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Trailblazers.
Darty getting his game together. You know, Darty has a hobby of rattlesnake hunting. And he told me if you're ever interested, Bob, give him a call.
No, thank you. I have a feeling you're not that interested either.
No, I told him I'm too old for that, man.
Doherty, one of 3 Cleveland All-Stars this year. Jordan on the drive, kicks it out to Grant. Shot clock down to 10 for Chicago. Down to 7 now, and Jordan isolated against Harper. Got him in the air. Sailed the line. It was blocked. At the buzzer, it will count. Jordan had it blocked, got the loose ball. The clock continued to run, and he's got 25. Nance fouled on the penetration as he crossed the paint.
Foul is on Michael Jordan.
It's all Michael.
Fake goes baseline. Watch it reject by Nance. Jordan, undaunted, gets it back. Swish.
Cleveland is 1 block shot shy of their playoff record, which is 12. That's 11 block shots for the Cavaliers. Harper glides into the lane for the easy layup.
Harper, a poor man's Michael Jordan, starting to get on tracks. Very exciting player as well.
The lob to Jordan. He spins it in off the hoop. He came from Hodges. Jordan just exploding in this period. 13 points in the quarter. He had 14 at the half. Harper trying to answer. That's his own rebound. And Harper answers.
Harper can do. He can do it. That time, nice recovery on the missed shot for that hoop. But the Cavs must do it defensively. They cannot afford to trade baskets with the Bulls.
Bulls up by 14. Inside to Cartwright. Left hand. From Michael Jordan. Jordan obviously pointing at Cartwright and saying, "That's it." I'll give it to you more often now.
Saying you better hit. That's what he said.
Williams collects the loose ball. 10 on the shot clock for the Cavaliers. Harper. Beautiful drive. Goaltending Cartwright. That basket will count. And Harper heating up a bunch now. He had 2 at the half. Has 6 in this quarter.
Well, Jordan resting on the defense. Harper making him pay.
Pippen down to Jordan against Williams. Or make that Grant against Williams. Now Cartwright. Cartwright from 15. 2 in a row for Cartwright. And he has 9 in the game.
Mr. Bill. Well, that's what Jordan does. When he gets it going, it permeates the entire team. They all pick up on it.
So both Cartwright and Doherty are scoring more than they have in the previous 2 games. Mark Price, only 1 basket in the game. Doesn't get that one to fall. Harper loses the rebound out of bounds, but it's off Chicago, so it'll be Cleveland ball.
Price rhythm is not there. He's struggling to get his shot off. Right there, Bill. I would look to go to Valentine. He did a nice job when he was in the game.
Williams missing. Nance rebounding and putting it back up and in. And he's fouled. He'll have a 3-point opportunity. Doug Collins couldn't believe the call by Garrettson because Collins thought that Nance fouled going over the back for the rebound.
Larry Nance very aggressive. Watch the missed shot by William Nance over the back of Pippen. Puts it in and he's fouled.
Pippen has 3 personal fouls now. Jordan also with 3 in this one. Oh my! Before you can blink, Jordan has it in the hoop. He'll go to the line.
Jordan shakes. He bakes. There's the foul. The basket good. And he has taken over the game. As only Michael Jordan can do. I think now with Gunther, you know, the guy from the Ringling Brothers. It's no longer the greatest show on earth. This man is.
Jordan 7 of 9 from the floor this quarter. Missed the free throw uncharacteristically. Jordan has 29 points in the game. Harper to John Williams.
That time Jordan almost decapitated by the pick. Excellent ball movement by the Cavs for the stuff by Williams.
Bulls by 14. 5 minutes to go, third quarter.
The Cavs will not go away. They keep fighting back.
Seven on the shot clock for Chicago. Now down to 3. The lean in by Pippen goes, and he's fouled. What a shot by Pippen, who doesn't have that shot.
Scotty made his shot up, playing beat the clock, and it was good, and he got a foul as well.
Nance has 3.
Nance all over him. Excellent defense by Nance. Watch the play, but there he left his feet. Pippen able to draw the foul, and the basket is good.
And Cleveland getting fouled. And misses the free throw. He's a poor free throw shooter. Doherty with 4 personals. Nance with 3. Harper with 3. Price tried to get it to Nance. Jordan was there instead. Offensive foul, Jordan.
Excellent move by Harper. Jordan willing, dealing, shaking, baking. Harper stepped in front of him to draw the foul.
And with 4 fouls, Doug Collins will get Michael out of there. Here comes Vincent into the ball game for Jordan. He has 29 points and 4 personal fouls.
That could be detrimental down the stretch. But the Cavs also in foul trouble.
Trailing by 16 with 4:29 to go, third quarter. Two-man game with Nance and Harper. Nance gets it from Harper for the perimeter shot. And Larry Nance has 18. Vincent in for Jordan, defended by Mark Price. Pippen. Red hot from the perimeter. Maybe it was our talking about his lack of a perimeter game, because he's been left alone by Cleveland, and he's made them pay in this series. He's averaging 20 points in the first 2 games. Williams with the drop. Pippen lost it out of bounds. Cleveland ball.
Good hands by Harper. Harper knocked it off of his leg. Quick hands displayed by Harper. Cavs get the ball out of bounds. Let's see if they run the 3 play.
There's the halftime score from Houston. Nance. Rebound Pippen. He doesn't lose this one out of bounds. And here comes Vincent. The Bulls are running. Now Harper has Price. Look at him, knife to the hoop. What a play by Harper.
Slick move by Harper, getting inside. Got the fingertip roll.
Bulls by 14. This has been an offensive show this quarter, as it was in the first quarter. The second quarter, neither team will want to show on their highlight film.
Two-man game now, Grant and Vincent.
They got the mismatch. And Vincent can get the ball to Grant, but he shoots it over Nance. Price tried to lob it. It's off Chicago with 19 on the shot clock. And there's a timeout on the floor with 2:59 to go in the third quarter, and the Bulls by 16.
Pure, genuine, never heat pasteurized. A beer that...
Crowd of nearly 18,000 at Chicago Stadium, another sellout, and the Bulls are delighting them with this 16-point lead, and the backcourt of Cleveland having a night pair. Look at the comparison from Sunday to tonight, Walt.
Not having an impact. Price on the bench, dreadful from the perimeter. Harper in early foul trouble was not a factor, but now he's starting to come on. Made some nice moves on the penetration and posting low.
All right, let's set those lineups for you. Harper, Valentine, Rollins, Williams, and Sanders in there for Cleveland. I'll get Chicago for you in a moment, as they made a couple of changes.
Excellent job early on, igniting the Cavs, especially on their break.
Williams inside, past Corzine. John Williams gets it to go down. It's Corzine, Craig Hodges, Sam Vincent, Scottie Pippen, and Horace Grant for Chicago. Jordan on the bench with 4 fouls to go with his 29 points.
What a game. We go from half court to full court to run and gun back to half court, with Chicago controlling the tempo.
Now Pippen has 7 on the Chicago shot clock. It's down to 3. Pippen goes for 3.
Oh, Valentine
touchdown pass.
Wide open.
Vincent fouls him. A three-point opportunity for Darnell Valentine.
Vincent made two mistakes. When the shot went up, he allowed Valentine to break back. Then he made a stupid foul. The man was there, so they let him go in for the basket. Watch Valentine, the shot. Valentine had his release. Good pass by Sanders to find him. Vincent now should let him go in, uncontested. Not a smart move by Vincent.
Valentine misses the free throw, doesn't get the three-point conversion. Valentine in the 7th year from Cleveland. He was traded from Miami to Cleveland early in the season for a future draft choice.
And the Bulls bench has not been effective. This is when they've lost the lead. They go to the second unit.
Shot clock to 6 for Hodges. Craig Hodges, who came to the Bulls in the Phoenix trade.
Easy shot for Hodges. It was only a two-pointer.
Hodges had a great year from the three-point line. 5th in the NBA in three-point percentage. Here's Williams with 5 on the shot clock. Sanders from 19. That's a little out of his range. Grant gets it. It was kept alive by Corzine. Grant has 9 rebounds. Corzine left alone. The Bulls by 16 with a minute 16 to go in the third quarter.
And the Bulls lead them from the perimeter. The second unit, the Cavs not allowing any inside penetration.
Valentine called for the screen, got it, but missed the shot. Came back and missed it again. Now Rollins back to the hoop. Tree Rollins.
He said, look what I found. Standing there all alone. He puts it in.
Tree has 7 points in this game. For him, that's a scoring explosion.
For him, that's 10 games.
That's about right. Jordan on the bench, 4 fouls, 29 points. Vincent playing for Jordan right now. Grant against Williams. Running hook won't go. Williams gets it.
Harper's shaking, baking, yeah.
And a three-point opportunity. Took Pippen inside, and Pippen didn't know what to do with him as he changed hands.
Stupendous move by Harper. Getting inside on Pippen, laying it up left-handed, and drawing the foul.
And will go to the bench with 4 personal fouls as Seller comes in. So Jordan and Pippen have 4.
Watch Harper, wheels and deals, shakes. Bakes Pippen right there to foul, the left-handed shot, showing dexterity. Counts, he goes to the basket. But you know what? Free throws have killed the Cavs, shooting an atrocious 60% from the free throw line.
And missing some three-point opportunities that could have drawn them much closer in this game. Trailing by 12 at the moment with 17 to go in the period. Down on the bottom right of your screen.
But you know what they say, you keep letting the team hang around, and the Cavs have been hanging around.
Only 5 on the shot clock, though. It was intercepted. There's going to be a foul against Chicago's Horace Grant. That stopped a breakaway basket.
Yeah, smart move by Grant. That was a short 2. There you see the incomparable Michael Jordan taking a break, but he has 4 fouls.
And you see Grant with 3, so the Bulls adding up some fouls. Pippen and Jordan with 4, Grant with 3. Doherty has 4 for Cleveland.
Jordan, unflappable.
Darnell Valentine.
He makes Clyde Frazier seems excited. He's so cool.
Jordan's something, but he'll never be as cool as Walt Frazier. He's many other things, though.
Valentine igniting the Cavs, and I thought he should have been in earlier. Price struggling. Darnell delivering. The Cavs finally make 2 in a row.
It's
press now is a good move.
The Bulls led by 11 at the half, and they're only up by 10 here in the waning seconds of this quarter. The buzzer sounded before the shot. So the Cavs, who struggled during the third quarter, still cut into the Bulls' lead by 1, and it is anybody's ball game with 12 minutes remaining from Chicago Stadium.
Tim Raines leads Montreal's mighty attack on Dale Murphy and Atlanta at a National League showdown. Live at 7:05 Eastern on TBS Saturday.
Look at the free throw differential making a little bit of difference here. The Bulls, you said Cleveland struggling, and they were from the line, but look at the Bulls, 6 of 13.
Right, they've allowed the Cavs to get back into it, but the Cavs field goal percentage now is decent, whereas before they were in the 30% range. so they've turned the game around.
Bulls with a commanding rebounding lead, but the free throw advantage going Cleveland's way. It is a 10-point ball game, 79-69 with 12 minutes remaining. The foul situation could be significant. Doherty has 4 for Cleveland. Pippen and Jordan with 4 for Chicago. Jordan's in the backcourt for the Bulls with Paxson to open up the fourth
for
quarter.
The Cavs to go to Harper. Jordan with 4. Can't be that aggressive now.
Sanders all the way across court to John Williams. Jordan had it momentarily, or Grant did, and then Williams got it back for the basket. It's an 8-point Bulls lead. Here's the trap on Jordan to Sellers.
And the Bulls now going east and west, no north and south. And the Cavs are the ones going north and south, and it's paying off.
And the long rebound goes to Cleveland, and they run it back down court. Cleveland wants to run. Chicago wants to now get it into that half-court game. Shot clock.
Yeah, he should take Paxson.
He does. It doesn't fall this time, though. Paxson just lost the ball. Williams made him pay. It is a 6-point Bulls game. This is as close as it's been since the opening minutes of play. Chicago led at one time by 22 points. Jordan missing the jump hook.
Watch Cleveland. They're getting penetration. Excellent shots in the paint area. Patience, poise now. They're coming to the game.
Valentine running the show. Cleveland has also been playing better since the injured Mark Price went to the bench and Valentine came in. He's filled the role very well in a backup position. Remember, Elo and Price are hurting. Mark about to get back into the game for Cleveland. Jordan.
Mismatch. Jordan with 3 rallies on him, falling for it. Barzine threw up a bad shot. Should have used the mismatch. Valentine on the move.
And Jordan shaking his head. He needed the ball there because of the mismatch you pointed out, Walt. 9:57 to go in the game, and the Cavs could pull to within 4.
Sanders been way off. He's not been a factor. The Cavs not playing smart now. Get the ball to someone that can get it in the hole.
Corzine inside. Nice heads-up pass from half court from Jordan.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Cleveland gets a timeout as Lenny Wilkins sees this run going and doesn't want Chicago to settle back in to build on the lead. 9:37 remaining in the ballgame.
Cold filter.
Ed led by 22, and Doug Collins, under that coaching philosophy of never trust happiness, has been tense. Well, Richard.
And here he's living and irate.
This ball game has been a Cleveland comeback story from the get-go. They trailed early as Chicago got out and ran, and now battle to within 6, trailed by 8 with another opportunity to cut it to 6. Williams does it, and Williams has 3 consecutive baskets for the Cavs.
Yeah, hot rod, nice move, twisting, turning. See, the Bulls now with Paxson, not a penetrator, have to do it from the perimeter. Jordan now playing the 2 guard, looking to post up.
Sellers with a very ill-advised shot, as Jordan had posted Darnell Valentine. They didn't get him the ball.
You're being kind. That was a brick. And when that happens, the Cavs seem to get momentum.
Price penetrated, but Sanders missed the shot. Chicago foul.
On Corzine.
Hot rod pounding the boards. Barzine called for the foul.
Cartwright coming back into the ball game for Chicago, as is Craig Hodges. So Doug Collins, with 8:48 to go in the ball game, gets his starting lineup in there.
Hodges to get the penetration, or Jordan back to the point guard. Hodges also deadly from the perimeter.
I said starting lineup. Sellers is still in there for Pippen. Pippen with 4 personals continues on the bench for Chicago.
Mark Price still not a factor. Sanders can't buy a basket. Can't throw it in the ocean.
Big rebound from Grant. He took it from Williams. 12 Horace Grant rebounds. Now Hodges taking control, running this as they posted up Michael Jordan, and Hodges gets him the ball down inside. Jordan missed the layup. You're going to see that about twice a season.
Price, you look to get penetration and dish it off.
For three.
He's still looking to score. He doesn't have it.
Price has only 2 points in this ballgame and is 1 of 11. Off the screen, kicks it to Valentine.
That's a dish. That's what he should do. Find Valentine. Good shot. Didn't go.
Well, the Bulls are giving Cleveland the opportunities, and Cleveland hasn't connected on the last couple of opportunities. Here is Jordan. Back to Hodges to Sellers. Who knocked Price down, got the ball loose, and got it to Jordan. That was a play, and Price looked up at Bernie Fryer, the official, and said, I got hit by a truck.
A number 2 truck.
83-75, Bulls by
8. Two-man game. Valentine, nice dish to the Rollins with the roll. Whoa.
Basket and the foul. Sellers fouled him.
Okay, that time, excellent pick and roll. Valentine to Tree Rollins. And he goes to the line for 1.
The last few minutes, Sellers has been a liability for Chicago, and Doug Collins trying to buy time with Sellers because Pippen has the 4 fouls. I would imagine with 7:12 to go in the game that Collins will be getting Pippen back in here pretty soon, Walt. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes.
13 rebounds for Grant. Jordan into the paint. Jordan with 33 points. Cleveland still in it, trailing only by 8.
And they're looking for number 5. That's Hot Rod coming off the pick. You don't need to call a play to get that shot.
Harper got the rebound in the follow, and then was that Williams? Yes.
Williams crashing the boards.
And Williams has 14 points, 8 in this quarter. Chicago by 6, 6:26 to go in the game.
And the plot thickens.
It's turned into a beauty. Looked like a Chicago runaway. They led by 22 in the second quarter.
The Michael Jordan show is starting up again.
Williams with a rebound. He has 6 rebounds to go with his 8 points in the quarter.
Valentine now. The Cavs looking to be patient. Coming down half court. Running the 1-4. Harper off the pick.
Cartwright and Hodges got into the lane. They're going to call Hodges for the foul. Doherty checks back into the game for Cleveland as Rollins, who did a tremendous job off the bench all night long for Cleveland, sits down.
Splendid job by Rollins. As we mentioned, his forte is defense and rebounding. He has scored.
9 points in this ball game for Rollins in limited playing time. 20-point Houston lead down in Houston at the Summit.
Harper makes the first shot. There you see Tree getting a much-deserved rest.
Well, the coach is into the chess moves now with 5:57 to go, and the Cavs, Harper, could cut this lead to 4 points with this free throw.
The Bulls giving up now, though, with Farzine in, and with Williams, Sanders, and Nance in the game, and Doherty as well. The Cavs have the advantage on the boards.
Chicago by 4. Jordan kicks it to Sellers. Hits from the perimeter. Sellers and the Bulls needed that one. Sellers have been cold defensively and offensively, but hits a big perimeter shot.
Cavs looking for Harper. Excellent position.
There's Williams. And Daryl Garrettson calls a jump ball. Bernie Fryer called the personal under the hoop, but Garrettson said, I had the jump ball first.
And the cool Lenny Whippers goes off. Here you see the replay right there. Rejected again. Good call by the official. No body contact.
Big break for Chicago after that, and you're right, Walt Frazier. The replay, which we have the luxury of seeing, showed that it was a good, clean block. Not that there wasn't some contact.
No harm, no foul.
Chicago has 6 on the shot clock. Jordan knows it. Strong to the hoop, off the glass.
Excellent defense that time by Harper, one-on-one with Jordan. He's open underneath.
And that was broken up by Hodges and then collected by Jordan. Big play by Greg Hodges.
Hodges coming up with the gargantuan steal. Harper wide open. Hodges made the steal.
Oh, we have severe intensity at Chicago Stadium. 4:47 to go in the ball game.
In 1987, we squared off against Burger King and won. Best tasting, best quality. In 88, we ran rings around McDonald's, beating. Now we're asking America again.
After holding a 22-point lead in the second quarter, Cleveland has battled their way back. The man of the moment for, as always the case for Chicago, is Jordan. The man of the moment for Cleveland is John Hot Rod Williams, who has been really answering the bell here in the fourth quarter. The reverse from Jordan.
Jordan going baseline on Harper. Reverse layup off the glass.
Jordan has 35 points. He had 14 at the half. 10 on the shot clock for the Cavs. Doherty over Grant.
Hot Rod
draws the foul. Hot Rod took Brad Sellers into the expensive baseline seats prior to getting the ball. Sellers came on the floor and said, wait a minute.
Sellers too light to deal with Hot Rod. Again, the power lineup in there. Formidable front line for the Cavs. Doherty, Williams, and Nance controlling the offensive boards.
So Sellers goes to the bench, and Pippen with 4 fouls back in. Chicago has Hodges and Jordan, Pippen, Cartwright, and Horace Grant, their starting lineup. It is Williams, Doherty, Harper, Nance, and Valentine for Cleveland. Price struggled all night with his pulled groin muscle. Craig Elo, the other Cleveland guard, did not play at all with a sprained ankle.
Hot Rod has been the man. Key offensive rebounds and some big points down the stretch.
And Cleveland has outscored Chicago from the free throw line 17-6. You see Price with the ice pack on the ground.
Yeah, but they should have done that the second game. They would be up now.
Exactly.
2 games to 1.
Bulls by 6, 4:05 to go in the ball game. Looking for Cartwright down low. Give and go to Grant with a jam over Nance. Grant's first basket since the first quarter.
And what a sweet one it was. In your face time dunk.
Doherty answers. He drew the foul.
Foul on Bill Cartwright.
On Cartwright.
His third.
That's 3.
Penalty.
Doherty goes to the line for 2. Mr. Bill trying to deny Doherty position in the low post was called for the foul.
And team fouls have become very significant now. The Bulls go into the penalty, so the Cavs will be continuing to build from the free throw line if they can hit them. And the Cavaliers have 0. That's donut team fouls with 3:42 to go in the ballgame. Doherty 5 out of 7 from the line tonight.
And the Cavs now with the press and traps trying to create a turnover.
Almost. Bulls by 7.
See Jordan, the premier attraction in the NBA.
Trying to get past Harper. Good job by Harper on Jordan. 8 on the shot clock. Jordan is going to try it again. The mismatch, Jordan from the perimeter. Grant tried to jam it home, couldn't do it. Doherty's out in front. Tipped away by Jordan. End-to-end Michael Jordan.
Excellent recovery by Jordan. Jordan was open. Jordan getting back to tip it out of bounds. Watch the lob pass. Watch Jordan come out of nowhere. And that's why he packs the place.
It's packed tonight.
And Hot Rod is filling it up. What a
John
catch.
Williams.
He didn't get Hot Rod from shooting, though. As a kid, he used to scoot across the floor making sounds like an engine, so they dubbed him Hot Rod.
Bulls by 5 now. 3 minutes to go in the game. And the foul on Harper. That's number 5 on Ron Harper.
Team's first of the quarter.
Harper, though, has done an outstanding job of D on Michael Jordan.
And check it, the graphic is correct. 4 personals on Harper. Significant difference.
Taking big time in the paint. Will Deal rejected by Nance.
Cleveland has tied a club playoff record with 12 block shots in the game.
One more. Delivers again.
Cavs pull to their closest margin since the first minute of play. It's the Bulls by 3.
Right now, the Bulls have nothing going but Michael Jordan. But he might be enough.
Shot clock to 7.
Harper all over, giving up the baseline, a mistake.
They got a new shot clock on it, but Cleveland gets the ball. They can pull to within 1 or tie.
Nance at the top of the key, wide open. They're looking for Daugherty underneath.
They got him. It was blocked by Grant, and then the foul. Daugherty is 5 out of 7 from the line tonight. He'll go to the free throw line once again.
Cavs that time very patient, looking for that man underneath. He had excellent position, drew the foul. Watch right here. Nance had a shot, didn't want it. Harper inside the Daugherty, right in the paint.
Doug Collins of Chicago wanting a timeout here during the free throws. Daugherty misses again from the line. Cleveland has had 26 free throw opportunities, twice as many as Chicago's 13. The Bulls get a timeout.
It's time for the Gatorade Slam Dunk. Tonight's Slam Dunk by Patrick Ewing.
65%, and they have continued to shoot abysmal from that line. Daugherty missing his first attempt. I don't think you better go rattlesnake hunting with this guy. The pressure is on. He has not delivered.
Missed them both. A huge miss and rebound, and that's 16 rebounds for Horace Grant. Bulls by 3 with under 2 minutes to go. The Cavs have a foul to give. Jordan on the drive, and the big basket. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. Michael Jordan. You know, Karl Malone is the mailman because he delivers, but you could sure tag it on to Jordan.
Jordan watching, rocking, rolling, wheeling, dealing. Right there, the foul and the basket counts. And he is devastating down the stretch. Harper doing an excellent job early on, but Michael starting to take control.
Jordan doubled the Chicago lead from 3 to 6 with 1:49 to go. It's a beauty at Chicago. Series tied at 1. Nance, jump hook will fall.
Yeah, excellent position in the paint. Nance good for that sky hook. But defense has to win it for the Cavs, and they must stop Jordan.
Nance had 14 at the half, has had only 6 points in this entire second half.
Michael, indefatigable Jordan. All over the place, looking for more.
In the paint, and he lost it that time. Too many players. They throw it away. Right by our television booth, and Ron Harper goes into the fans, and they get a better view of Harper than they bargained for. A big break for Chicago. First, Daugherty misses the free throws. Then Jordan gets a three-point play. Then after the steal, the Cavs throw it away.
Watch this. Harper zigged when he should have zagged. And Daugherty threw it out of bounds. That could be the game.
Minute 18 remaining in the game, and there's the foul. It was on John Williams. And that was the second of the 2-minute period, so the Bulls will go to the line. There's the score from Houston. 18-point lead in the third quarter over Seattle. But a 22-point Bulls lead didn't mean much in this game.
And a first shot, a brick by Pippen. And his teammates are coercing him on, saying, come on, Scotty, you can do it. Pretend you're at the three-point shooting line where he's been devastated.
Pippen, only a 67% seasonal free throw shooter, gets 50% that time, and it's enough to give the Bulls a 5-point lead. But Cleveland has all night left, a minute 16.
But not a good three-point shooting team without Price. No one else is a threat from there.
Stolen! Jordan, it's going to be big. The Bulls defense and Jordan's jam, he's got 40 points. by Horace Grant. And will go to the line. The crowd on their feet in Chicago.
There's a man that has ignited the crowd. Watch the strip by Jordan. He's on the go. And Hot Rod continues to keep the Cavs close. But again, not having a three-point threat with Price not in the game will be very difficult.
Williams gets them both. 54 seconds remaining in the game. The Bulls by 5. Still Cleveland hanging in, full court pressure.
Cavs need a turnover here, and they need it quick.
They're going to have Pippen bring that ball up court against Nance.
So they should foul Pippen. Not a good foul shooter.
Almost threw it away. Hodges gets it across and is fouled at the line. No, they did not get it across the line. The 10 seconds clock expired. It's Cleveland ball.
And Cleveland is calling a timeout to set up a play. Superb defense that time, causing a 10-second violation.
And we have a timeout with 43 seconds to go in the game. Bulls lead it by 5, but it's not over.
To the man whose friendship knows no boundary. To men of dignity, courage, and valor. To everyday heroes everywhere. We offer our best. A beer smooth enough to be called a Milton.
Playoffs. Detroit has advanced with a sweep over Boston. New York swept out Philadelphia. And Atlanta and Milwaukee are locked in the struggle, with Milwaukee leading that series 2-1.
I was going to say, Price is coming in. A three-point threat for the Cavs.
Price only 1 of 11 from the floor tonight. Bulls by 5, 43 seconds.
But he's a fierce competitor. He could can one now, but it means nothing at this point.
You bet. Nance having trouble inbounding. He gets timeout. 20-second timeout before the 5-second violation.
That's Price's fault. Price was open, should have come to the ball. Did not. And they were lucky not to get the violation. There you see Lenny Wilkins, another unflappable man. He's always cool, directing his team now.
And significant statistic there is Cleveland will have only 1 timeout remaining. If they have to call a timeout again, it'll put them in the hold in that area, and 43 seconds remain. The Bulls turned it over with a 5-point lead and an opportunity to build when the Cleveland defense forced the 10-second violation.
So again, Harper takes it out. Look for Price. You always want your point guard to come and handle the ball. You don't want the big people in this situation with the ball.
They're trying to get Price open right now.
See Nance, that's almost a turnover.
Doherty from long range cans a 2-pointer. Cavs trail it by 3.
Redemption time for him, missing the ones at the line, canning that perimeter shot.
Hodges gets the long pass from Pippen. He's just going to slow it down.
I would foul Pippen, let Pippen get it and foul him.
Horace Grant with 16 on the shot clock, 29 in the game. You're looking at the game clock. I'll keep you appraised of the shot clock. Down to 9. Jordan with the ball, pushed out of bounds by Harper.
I don't know, that was a questionable call. Jordan on the move, did not have room on the baseline. Stepped out, Harper called for the foul.
And that's 5 on Harper, but of course insignificant at this point with 21 seconds remaining. And Jordan goes to the line.
Michael Jordan tonight, the greatest show on earth, doing it all, offensively, defensively, shaking in the paint, and delivering now all the key baskets.
Jordan 4 out of 6 from the line tonight, has 41 points in the game. Bulls by 4. This one, I would say, would put it out of reach, but not the way this game has gone tonight.
You were Red Auerbach, you wouldn't light up yet.
Not yet, no? You bet.
Not yet.
Jordan has 42 and gets them both. Price in a hurry now.
Air ball.
Jordan is hammered to the floor by Nance. And will go to the line again, and this ball game belongs to Chicago. You have to admire the courageous Cleveland effort. Guard Mark Elo was out of the game with an ankle sprain. Price has been barely able to play and certainly not effective. And it's at Chicago with it tied 1-1. And Darnell Valentine has contributed, but the man who really came into this game in the fourth quarter was John Hot Rod Williams.
Hot Rod delivered, Valentine delivered, so their bench made an impact, but not enough. You can't spot the home team as many points as they did. Tonight, I'm to select the MVP of the game, and it's easy.
Is he possibly standing at the free throw line?
Oh, yeah.
With his 43 points and maybe 44 now, influence you, along with 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 steals. And how about the end-to-end play? When Jordan penetrated, didn't get the shot, Cleveland had the ball, threw it full length, and he broke up the pass on the other end.
He's done it all tonight.
Cleveland gets a timeout with 13 seconds remaining in the game, trailing by 7.
Delta Airlines flight attendant Irene Lockwoody loves to fly.
Are you still here? My son was supposed to meet me. Well, I'll wait with you. That kid is always late.
What she loves most are the people she meets.
He must have gotten caught in the rain. He was even born.
Taking charge down the stretch as usual, but the Cavs made a valiant effort to get back in the game. Nance, Valentine, Hot Rod Williams had him close. 2 pivotal plays, the tie-up ball they had when they were down by 6, and another turnover that caused the Bulls to come up with the ball to negate a Cav turnaround. So 2 humongous plays that stymied their effort to get back in the game.
Valentine will inbound. Cleveland, of course, looking for the three-pointer. They go to Williams, who will take the 2, not get anything. Nance kicks it out. Doherty will go for 3. 4 seconds to go in the game. It's over. Chicago wins it 101-94, and the underdog Chicago Bulls take a 2-game-to-1 lead in the best-of-5 series over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Doug Collin and his son Chris leave the floor victorious at Chicago Stadium. Walt Frazier and I will be back to Chicago in a moment. And don't forget, coming up in just a moment on the Superstation, Los Angeles and Portland.